Clay Patton with you here with the Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report. Glad to be back with you. Thanks so much for tuning in here to this week's report for the week ending November 25th. As promised last week, after last week's episode where we talked with the American Lamb Board, and you can still go back and listen to that episode, whether it be on Spotify, RuralRadioNetwork.com, or wherever you catch the Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report. We're back to a more traditional look at the report this week, albeit it is the week of Thanksgiving, and I do hope you had a good Thanksgiving week. With that being said, though, pretty thin market trade overall, only two sales that we typically recap in our trade area this week. With that, we call the market fully steady. Looking at a few sales last week, though, it looks like it was more of a split market. Those lighter weight slaughter lambs preferred by the ethnic market were softer in the north, and all lamb classes were higher in the south. Replacement quality young ewes were again popular in Sioux Falls there in South Dakota. Hopefully still a continuing sign that we're trying to sustain or even show a little bit of herd growth back here in late 2023. Now for the goat complex, feeders and slaughter goats seem to be steady once again week over week. The doe market is feeling just a bit steadier to higher. Here once again we're starting to see those upper end does start to push back towards that 250, 260 mark here in a couple instances. So I think that's positive overall. We look outside the sheep and goat market. The cattle market has softened considerably over the past month, albeit the market was expected to encounter some pressure sooner rather than later as it pushed into record high territory through the late summer and fall. Good news is the sheep and goat market doesn't appear to be watching the cattle market overall too closely. Now, at the retail level last week, shops were pushing lamb for Thanksgiving or just ahead of Thanksgiving. USDA retail activity report data shows that lamb cut retail activity was up 256% week over week. Roast ads were the most aggressively pushed product, up 268% week over week. Chop ads were up 152%. Lamb features offered more ad space for racks, loin chops, and legs. Beef and chicken retail reports showed significantly less retail push than lamb for the week leading up to Thanksgiving. A few of the highlighted quotes out this week include Centennial Livestock, 43 head of 115-pound slaughter wool lambs sold for $1.87 a hundredweight or $215 a head on the average. Upper end of the draft brought $215 a hundredweight or $247 a head. Centennial also sold 27 head of 73-pound slaughter hair lambs for $220 a hundredweight or $161 a head. Centennial also sold 4 head of 165-pound wither goats for $233 a hundredweight or $385 a head. If you're looking for upcoming holidays to market your lambs and goats, Hanukkah is set for December 7th through the 15th, more of a lamb holiday. Then we flip the calendar to 2024, Chinese New Year, February 7th. Ramadan is March 10th through April 8th. Passover, April 22nd through the 30th. Easter is April 17th as well. So we'll be looking there. And that is just the latest here as we check in on the Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report. Hopefully next week we'll see things kind of resume back to a normal schedule and pace, have a little bit more in-depth numbers to bring you. That is all the latest on the Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report. As always, we appreciate you listening.